Heartbeat number 2, when God is silent. Have you ever felt as though your prayers were bouncing off the ceiling? As if you keep crying out, waiting, yet heaven remains silent? If so, you're not alone. Many of the greatest men and women in the Bible walked through that very same valley. David cried out in anguish, "How long, Lord? Will you forget me forever?" Psalm 13:1. Job suffered without understanding why. Joseph spent years in prison before he was raised to the palace. Abraham waited for decades before seeing God's promise of a son fulfilled. Yet through it all, none of them were abandoned by God. The Christian writer A.W. Tozer once said that God often remains silent to purify our faith. It is easy to trust when we witness miracles, but mature faith learns to rest in God even when it cannot see or feel His answer. Matthew Henry wrote that God's delays are not God's denials. Sometimes He postpones His answer because He is shaping our character and teaching us to depend on Him completely. Charles Spurgeon, who knew suffering and depression firsthand, left behind a statement that has encouraged millions of believers. When you cannot trace God's hand, trust His heart. That truth reminds us of the promise found in Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him. Think about a farmer. After planting a seed, he doesn't dig it up every morning to see if it's growing. He trusts that, even though he cannot see it, life is already at work beneath the soil. The same is true with God. Even when you cannot see Him working, He never stops working. The stars continue to shine, even when clouds hide them from our eyes. Missionary Adoniram Judson preached for 7 long years without seeing a single convert. He lost his wife, lost children, and endured imprisonment. It seemed as though God had fallen silent. But while Judson could only see pain, God was preparing a harvest that would one day transform an entire nation. Years later, thousands came to Christ through the ministry God had been building quietly behind the scenes. Perhaps today you don't understand what God is doing in your life. But remember His words in Isaiah 55:8-9. "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord." God always sees much farther than we do. And if heaven seems silent today, hold tightly to this promise. Be still and know that I am God, Psalm 46:10. Because God's silence does not mean His absence. Very often it means He is working in places your eyes cannot yet see. Don't stop praying. Don't stop believing. Don't lose hope. God is never late. He always arrives at the perfect time. If this message strengthened your faith, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you won't miss future episodes of Heartbeats of a Spiritual Heart. May God bless you, and always remember, when God is silent, His love is still speaking.